Hello, friends and soul seekers. Today, I have another very special reading for you about past lives. This has been an incredibly important topic to me lately, as I believe our souls are energy and they can carry on through time. And this means that energy can transfer from one experience to another, and that includes the energy exchanges that we share in this life as well as others. So, take a deep breath. Choose a pile as always. 1, 2, or 3. Right here we have the green Untitled. Right here we have the red Jasper. And right here we have the black Serpentine. So as always, take a deep breath. Choose with your heart and not your eyes. And we will begin this reading. We will be asking, where did you live in a past life and what does it reveal about you now? If you chose pile 1 or the green Untitled, right here is your reading. Okay, this right here reflects the energy of you and your chosen pile. So let's discover what that means for you. From the Rider-Waite Tarot, we have the 9 of Cups. From the Light Seer's Tarot, we have the 6 of Pentacles. And from the Guardians of the Night Tarot, we have the Lovers. Absolutely beautiful. That's one of my favorite cards. Definitely one of my favorite version of the Lovers. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, stunning. So this tells us a lot. We have someone wealthy, surrounded by gold, surrounded by status, but alone here. We have some beautiful exchange of wealth and pentacles going on between hands. Rapidly, energetically, perfect harmony. And we have some water here around a barren landscape. Right here, we have 2 scorpions that are metamorphosizing into a partnership together. They're got a delicate balance going on here to unite and get each other's attentions. All right. So again, that relates to a barren landscape as well, because we have 2 scorpions. We have, a beautiful dark night here, like it would be in the middle of the desert when you're looking up. And this is some gold going on. So I would combine water, desert, and, gold here into the equation. So what this is telling us right here is that you lived in or near an ancient coastal trade city, which was likely around the Nile or the Arabian Peninsula. All right, like not just the Nile, but the Delta. Or your trade was related to that area in Egypt, okay? It was a place where water met heat and gold right here met emptiness and desolation in the environment, and you being alone right here. There were lands of contradiction, immense wealth flowing through desert hardship here. All right. You were emotionally suppressed beneath a beautiful public display. You may have been a merchant, a royal steward, but you could have also been a spiritual advisor or someone in the privileged class that had access to abundance, beauty, and some sort of cultural exchange that came through this indirectly. All right. You gave and received in an endless cycle. But the love you longed for was right here and you never received it. Or it was almost like you were struggling to keep love intact because you were always isolated in your position. And you may have had a hidden forbidden love or someone that wasn't appropriate for your station, so you couldn't be together, or you simply didn't have enough time to bring this into full fruition. It was like out of reach for you, even though it was right here in your heart, your soul, and your mind. The combination of these cards suggests a life of elegant external fulfillment, but you are masking deep emotional ache. You carry the imprint of imbalance in this life between material success and emotional fulfillment. You may struggle to fully accept love or feel unsure how to receive it without feeling indebted or thinking about the monetary connection, right? This life is inviting you to break free of the cycle of transactional love and instead welcome deep, resonant, mutual connection like these scorpions share very passionately here. To recognize in yourself that vulnerability is not a debt, it's a gift. All right, and that is what you need to do. You were once the oasis right here, but there was a mirage that surrounded you. In this life, you seek not just gold and wealth and success, but the one who sees that thirst inside of you. The desert taught you resilience. The river taught you longing. Now you are called to live in balance, not between poverty and wealth, but between giving and receiving real love. That is your destiny based on this life. Okay? This stone right here is a beautiful, beautiful reminder of that depth that you're craving. Okay? If you chose pile 2 and the red Jasper, this is your reading. This stone is very passionate and it holds the energy of you in this pile. So, from the Rider Waite Tarot, we have the Lovers. All right, very interesting. From the Light Seer's Tarot, we have the Empress. Ooh, look at this beautiful, fertile image. Very passionate, bright energy in this pile. Very fertile energy. Lush scenery. Oh, and right here we have the Seven of Swords. Very fierce. Okay. All right. Very striking. Very striking, just as the red Jasper is. Okay. So, right here with the Lovers, we see lush, fertile land. Here we have somebody that is literally pregnant and birthing lush, fertile land and right here in their belly. See? Okay. They got the world right inside of them. They're producing, and obviously a jaguar right here is part of lush, fertile land as well, and it comes from certain regions. So that's important to keep in mind. We also see a strong feminine quality in this reading, but we also have a masculine here and a fierce Seven of Swords right here with this panther. So based on these cards, I'm going to say you lived in a lush, fertile land of, as I've said many times already, with open skies, sensual freedom, and spiritual intensity. There's a lot of nudity, openness, comfort going on here. All right. This could have been in ancient Greece, the Amazon basin, Polynesia, South India, anywhere where nudity was not shameful and beauty was revered, in equal exchange with that. You held a sacred role, likely a matriarch of some kind, although could have been a masculine with strong female influences around you. All right. You could have been a healer or a spiritual guardian based on these cards as well. You had a lot of love that surrounded you, and this was very important to you. You had a lot of decisions to make, a lot of choices, but you had a support system. However, you did have a lot of intensity and stress going on. All right. Now, it looked to you for guidance, fertility, and protection. Yet, amidst this power, this allure, this giving back to the community here, this bright, sunny disposition that you brought to the equation as well, there was some secrecy going on here. There was a heavy weight. The Seven of Swords suggests a betrayal or forbidden love. All right, that could have been forbidden love despite your support system here, okay? And you are loyal to one soul right here. It could have even resulted in the birth of a child at some point in this life. All right, if this isn't literally just contributing to the fertility of your community and being a matriarch itself. All right, it was not. This Seven of Swords said there was warring factions going on, there was strife, and this was a love that you had with someone right here, and it could not be expressed freely. You had to protect it, hide it, and ultimately you lost it. It was a battle that you lost despite your fierce heart. In this life right here, you are carrying an energetic blueprint of sacred sensuality and deep emotional loyalty, but also the trauma of having to hide who and what you loved, despite your beautiful, powerful position on the surface and the position you held. In this life, you are called to embrace your strength without fear of being punished for it. You are not meant to carry forbidden fire in silence. You are meant to radiate like this Empress radiates here and bring something, either literally bring beautiful life into the world or bring creation, like a creative project or your soul energy into the world, okay? You were once the land itself, lush, feared, and worshipped, but your power made you a target. In this life, your beauty is not a weapon, and your heart is not should not be hidden. All right, let them come to you with truth, or not at all. Okay. If you chose pile 3 or the black serpentine, this is your reading. All right. This is the soulful energy of you in this pile with the black serpentine. And let's talk about that energy. From the Rider Waite Tarot, we have the Knight of Cups. I love that card. From the Light Seers Tarot, we have the Queen of Swords. Very fascinating. I love that. And with the Guardians of the Night Tarot, we have the Ace of Wands. So in this card, we're seeing someone that is emotional, passionate, living near water, living near high elevation and other extremes such as that, probably a place with horses maybe. We have a Queen of Swords with a beautiful, almost like a samurai sword in a way, or sort of similar style, and they're sitting here at high elevation as we see right here. The birds are soaring. We have the mountainous feeling here sitting up at the top. And right here, we have the Ace of Wands. We have a spider that is weaving something strong, bringing in blossoming, bringing in the light, the prey, becoming great here and thriving. All right, building something. So, based on this right here, I would say you lived in a high altitude, probably a warrior. We have a knight and a queen of swords right here, or a warrior-led civilization. Perhaps Tibet, Mongolia, ancient Persia, or feudal Japan. You were both a fighter and a philosopher. You were someone who combined the courage of the battlefield with the clarity of insight. You had emotion, not just strength, okay? You were building something as strong as the spider web right here as well, but you had you had clarity. There's introspection going on here. There's holding the cup right here. All right. You knew how to ride alone, though. You were all alone a lot. Introspective, solo, just like the spider as well. Okay. And you spoke truth, though, even when it burned you. You brought light in and clarity. You were likely revered, but also deeply alone, solitary, carrying your convictions more heavily than even your armor. The Ace of Wands here shows that though you wielded weapons, you also had vision and insight and passion. You may have guided others, written sacred scrolls, or birthed new schools of thought that changed the course of your people spiritually and philosophically, changed the way they conducted their leadership as well. Okay? You changed the world at that time through your devotion, your duty, and the new thoughts that you brought to the world around you. In this life, you feel the weight of silence and the fire of vision. You are not meant to fight anymore. You are meant to lead through creation, passion, and sacred innovation. Your solitude was once survival. Now it can be a sanctuary for new creation, art, wisdom, and beauty. Speak, build, teach, find companionship and love, but also bring that introspective insight into the world and your new life. And you can birth something amazing. You once stood alone on a ridge, sword drawn, heart hidden, but now your task is not to fight, it is to ignite. Let your wisdom bloom, let your fire burn beautiful, and let the web that you weave hold not enemies within it, but art and new passion. Okay? So let's take a little meditation right here. All right. And think about what these piles meant for all of us. Okay? So close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out. Let these lifetimes rise and drift inside of your soul. You may have once walked the desert sands, counting coins beneath a star-strewn sky, seeking someone to pour into your empty cup of longing. You may have once danced barefoot through green jungles or marble courtyards, a flame of beauty and strength, hiding love too powerful for your time. Or perhaps you stood on a mountain ridge, sword in one hand, truth in the other, a warrior of vision, speaking to the silence as if it were your only friend. Each path is part of your whole. Each echo still lives in your body, your breath, your longing. Now, bring one hand to your heart and say silently, I honor who I have been. I embrace who I am becoming. And I trust the energy that connects them both and connects me throughout many lifetimes. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Share this video, comment, and tell me which resonated with you. And I cannot wait to share this with you again.